This episode is about self-esteem and not being a hater, not turning into a hater, a motherfucking hater.
Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, nobody's gonna do it.
First of all, we're gonna start off on the points about how to love yourself. And this is not like out of a book or YouTube or any research. We're just gonna keep it real and just go from based on our own experiences and what we think might help. So the first point we want to talk about is how to love yourself and self-esteem. Be honest with yourself first before you even answer the question, you know?
Sometimes the subconscious can be so powerful, you know? But you need to listen to your conscience, what you really want, how you really feel. Think what you're gonna earn from this. Because every action, every decision, every move that you make, it's gonna make a change in your life.
And that leads on to the second point that I put down is like be honest with others. If you're honest with yourself, then you're not going to be afraid to be honest with other people. You know, a lot of people are afraid to be honest with other people because they think that they're not going to be accepted by them. Fuck all that. And that leads on to the next one, which is do what's best for you. So making the best decisions for yourself. If you make mistakes and if you're responsible for them and you put your hands up and say, look, I fucked up, instead of just blaming everyone else and then you become a hater, then don't you? Like,
you're gonna grow, you're gonna become better, you're gonna learn from that mistake. If you blame someone else from like your own mistake, then you're never gonna grow, never.
And then that kind of leads on to say, do things that you enjoy, that better you, you know, do things that you actually like doing, that makes yourself a better person and helps build up your own self-esteem.
Sometimes it's very difficult to love yourself. I had a very bad period that I didn't love myself at all. You know, it's like you look yourself in the mirror and it's like, who's that person? Who is that disgusting person?
That's always down to other people though. That's always down to people making you feel like that, because a lot of the time people will project their faults onto you and the things that they hate about themselves on you. A good friend once said to me, if you're shouting at someone and you're arguing with them and you're pointing one finger at them, blaming them, it's almost like pointing three fingers back at yourself. Never compromise for the sake of others. Like, be loyal to you and what you want.
Try to be genuine with yourself. Try to do everything feeling it. You always have this voice who let you know if it's right or not.
It's really important to be yourself and be authentic, because we're not here to please people. We're here to basically, in life, to find things that we like and share and discover and have fun. If you follow everybody else, a lot of that's out of fear because you don't want to be singled out and told, oh, this person's that. And I get that all the time. Like, I always get people saying that I'm this and I'm that and I'm not authentic and I might not be accepted by everybody, but I don't really give a shit about that.
Yeah, because usually when you are authentic and you do different things and you think differently, they used to tell you that you are fake or you are gay or things like that, which is very close-minded attitude.
Well, it's people's choice at the end of the day. If you want to be whatever you want to be, whether even if you want to be gay or straight or whatever.
Actually, I think like there's a lot of gay people very, very successful, and we all know that. In a lot of companies, the boss is a gay or a lesbian. You know why? Because they are authentic and they're not afraid of like showing themselves how they are. And I just love that. Because they can have a lot of haters, but at the end of the day, they are the bosses. You know what I mean? And that's just one example. You know?
A lot of industries, even like I'm in the music industry, and even a lot of people in the music industry are gay or lesbians, or you know, whether they be dancers, whether they be makeup artists, you know, whether they be producers or and if you go into the industry that I'm in thinking very small-minded and very prejudiced or whatever, then you're not going to get on with anybody, you're not going to get anywhere. And it doesn't mean that you need to be gay or I need to be gay or act gay to get on in the industry. You just need to know how to be with people and not be so judgmental.
When you try to be like everyone basically and you try to please in everything, you just became one more sheep of the group. But like, think about it. Who commands this group of the sheep? The person who create like a fashion or create a tendance or a trend or whatever, it was that person who everybody was telling him like, you are weird, you are different, you never gonna do it. All this is in your mind, because look at me. I am doing a vlog with my boyfriend. Our name is Scar and Nala, which it can sound like, like why?
Ridiculous.
Not good English, you know, bad accent or whatever, but I don't care, you know, it's not my language, I'm learning. And yeah, I have a weird accent, but...
It's not weird, it's a Spanish accent, it's just not, it's not normal to...
But I could be shy, and I could say like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't really speak proper English, you know, how it's supposed to be, you know, but I don't care.
You'd be surprised how many interesting people there are out there, or people who actually have something different to bring to the table, and they don't, because they're actually afraid of you know, that authenticity being rejected or not being accepted or embraced.
And it's very, very difficult to find yourself. It's something not easy. It takes time, it takes a lot of bad experience. This process, it never ends, because every day you discover a new thing about yourself, which is very good, but you need to go in this way, you know, like...
I think it's about investing in yourself though, investing in yourself and treating yourself. A lot of people think like, when you say investing in yourself, they think, oh, like I need to go out and buy a pair of trainers or buy a car or buy this or buy that. When it's like, no, like if you're really into something, like if you want to play the guitar, like buy a guitar and buy singing guitar lessons, and invest in your, that's in you, that's something nobody can ever take away from you.
People think it's about the end, you know, what we're gonna achieve and everything, but it's not about
that.
it's
the journey. It's always the journey and how you grow and the growth
journey.
in that journey, yeah.
Now,
and what you discover
today,
about yourself, you know.
So now, today, now, what you are doing is what it counts, you know. It's not.
Well, like I said we had a discussion earlier, and I said that every day is a blessing, because you actually get an opportunity. You've got a brand new opportunity to test yourself when it comes to the things that you like, how you're going to react to a certain situation, using your experience, how you treat people, how you act, and it's like a chance to start again. You know, like you actually get a chance to test yourself, like, and what you actually, how you're going to react in certain situations.
And everything is energy. Everything is energy. So if you have the good energy, you know, you love yourself. I'm here, you know, like that attitude. I'm here, and
but a real love yourself though, because a lot of people have that fake. Oh, I really love myself, and yeah, and it's ego, and it's bullshit really, because those people are the people
that
they
cry in silence.
Yeah.
It's the people that cry in silence, and they feel they cannot really sleep with their conscience like in peace. No, I'm talking about real love, you know.
But I
like
wanted to mention
good.
that though, because it's easy to think that you love yourself when you don't really love yourself, you know, like. Because
it's
I've been there.
Sometimes it's pride.
Yeah, because I've been there. I thought that I loved myself, and I wasn't actually really doing what was best for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can actually speak on that subject, because I've been in situations, and I've been in a place in my life, in a time in my life, where I actually genuinely didn't love myself. Because then, if I did love myself, I wouldn't have let people take the piss out of me, and I wouldn't have. There was things that I just wouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself first, but it doesn't mean you just basically shit on everybody else, like, you know, because then you're just a hater.
From the moment that you do things to destroy someone else, you are a hater. You need to do what you want to do in life, but at the same time, you need to be careful to don't destroy other people's lives.
Of course.
Because then you're gonna have your moment of glory, but after that moment, you're gonna be alone.
That moment of glory is always short-lived, because you're going to be sharing that moment of glory on your own. A lot of people want to influence you in the wrong way, and a lot of people want you to be like them.
And they use you. A lot of people, they use you basically.
Well, they're opportunists, you know.
Yeah. In many ways. It can come from like little things like a pound, and it can go to like manipulate you, having kids, you know, like creating lives. There's levels to that, you know, so you need to be careful with the people that you have around you, because...
And a lot of good people end up victim to that as well, because they actually genuinely think that they think that people are genuine. They genuinely think people are genuine, when really they're not. They're just very selfish. The typical English saying is misery needs company.
Exactly.
Misery needs company.
No, like, and then when you see this person, like, finding himself finally, you feel
Or
bad.
herself.
Or herself, like finally, and you feel bad, like that shows that you never love this person.
Well, no, you never loved yourself,
No,
because if
you never love yourself.
Because if you don't love yourself and you're happy doing what you're doing, then you shouldn't even really like be fussed about what other people are doing. And if the other people are doing well, you just be happy for them anyway. Obviously, you don't really care, but you're just like, oh, they're doing their thing.
Let me tell you something. Real friends, real partners, real.
Oh yeah, well of course you're gonna be happy for someone.
Even if, like me, for example, tomorrow you find someone that you feel is better for you than me, I'm gonna be devastated, but at the same time I'm not gonna hate.
What's really important is basically focusing on the things that you actually like about yourself. It's such a deep one, because when people hear it, they think, oh, shit, like, what do I actually like about myself? Yeah, everybody should be thinking about that every day. Like, what do I like about myself? What's cool about me? Like, what do I enjoy doing? Don't have no red eye. And it basically means don't ever like watch what anybody's ever got. Like, one of the best lessons my brother ever taught me was like, don't ever watch what anyone else has got, because like everybody has their time. Like, you know, if you see somebody have something nice and they've got a really nice car, a really nice house or whatever, like that was meant for them. You know, give Jack his jacket. If something's meant for somebody, it's meant for them. It's not meant for you. You know, like it's super important.
Don't feel jealous.
Yeah, it's super important to understand that you never know where people have come from or what they've got, or you know, there's you might have a friend who has an enormous amount of money, but they might have inherited that through dead parents, you know, who had a really bad crash and they've got a shitload of money, but they don't really want the money, they want the parents.
If you only put bad vibes around you, you're only gonna have like bad things coming around, and you're gonna die blaming other people when it's only your fault. Yeah, everything is in your hands.
So don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
Otherwise
don't hate. There's a lot of haters. Dun, 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 dun. We are the hippie couple now.
Love. Dun, 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 dun. All we need is love.
Even the haters around there, we give you some love. We love you so much.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna end that because I think we went too deep.
No, we didn't go too deep. You can never go too deep. Why talk about casual shit like the weather and all that? Why not talk about deep things?
So yeah, if you have any suggestions, put in the comments.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, and see you
Share.
next time.
Take care.